give me enough left over to nullify one of them. Could make Kilwa give it up with them, and then have them give it up with probably Hejaz, because they're right there in front of my face. Jake, Lazy Missionary, and something boats. Ah, the boats is a good catch though. Let's drop you folks off before you hemorrhage my manpower even further. And what we'll also do is get rid of all of these expensive mercenaries, since I don't think we need them right now. The revolt problems can't really be called problems at this point. Let's just get everyone together on Aden, since it's mountainous. Taunts me with the Inquisition, but I don't want the Inquisition. Alright, we've got slaves on our side now. And our PP is not looking so good. Alright, we'll be fine. Jake, what are our chances of omnidirectional trade routes? Somewhere between 0 and 0%, I think. I mean, I'd like to see it, but the system isn't built for it right now. Sadly, what I like to see isn't always what gets allowed. But Riku did end up getting their own unique national ideas, so there's hope. Is there anyone more worth my time fabricating claims on than the Mamluks? I've already got the 2 that I'm likely to get. Maybe Hejaz, since I will need to consume them one day or another. Jake, break with Makuria and gobble them up. Not whilst the Ottomans have an alliance with them. I was hoping that the Ottomans would get too tired in another war. But the Ottomans can just do whatever they want. Austria are not the emperor, so they don't offer up much resistance. They're close though. They could get it. I need one more vote though. From anyone, doesn't matter who. Dr. Jake. Build more navies to stop Kilwa. No, that's not really a concern. They don't have a fort on Zanzibar, so it's not worth any war score. And their boats are not going to stop me. Feels good to get manpower, I tell you what. I hired this guy donkeys ago. Alright, another chance for the Ottomans to get exhausted. They're going to have to put up with the full force of Saxony. Saxony just refused the imperial call to arms? Still, Lithuania, the Papal State, and France. It's as good a chance as I'll probably ever see for the Ottomans to get too exhausted to join in Makuria's defensive war. And that I need sooner rather than later, because these claims, they're not going to be so valid after a while. Okay, but a little bit of quasi-peace for my nation helps me out a fair chunk right now. This barracks annoys me though. Why a barracks? I might just so I can keep the barracks, just sink my Diplo power here. No, that's a huge sink of Diplo power. We're talking 4 times 75 of it. And the whole imagine you had a bad event just wouldn't float well with me. Let's build our marketplace. The 50% extra trade power will really quite help here. Because I collect in Ethiopia, I get no transfer bonus. But collecting in Ethiopia is worth a good chunk of money to the state. So we do it. Yeah, Zanzibar is worth it. I want to claim on it as well, since it is the important center of trade. Probably won't be able to take it in the war, but I'll go for it anyway. Aden needs 20 development for the next slot, Jake, not 10. You are mistaken. It said 20 because I had -2 for not a core. If that makes any oops. Huh, that's convenient. Please kill my heir. I said please, come on. This is super convenient though. And this is great, wow. Showering in prestige here. Alright, so that's us safe here. Our manpower is A-OK to the point where I feel like building more units. What I can do is fund this fort, just laugh at the Mamluks as they think they can win by occupying these provinces, demolish Kilwa. Sadly, demolishing Kilwa will take quite a bit of time. Because of their fort setup. That's still what we're going to do though. What I will do, on the other hand, and I know it's rather unlike me, but I'm going to build more cannons. I know I'm not at Tech 13, but they will really help out with the sieges. And if you're not a cannon, you can be a foot trooper. This will ravage my manpower, but when is my manpower not getting ravaged? Riddle me that. This isn't CK2, you can't just make your heir die. Made the last one die. Oh, excellent, now we can get our morale advisor. Naval morale, I'm not seeing the worth here, but... I should keep a close eye here. The Ottomans need to get exhausted and very much in debt. The question is, to what extent are France getting involved here? We can check what access they got. Verden and Tuscany. That is not Milan. Milan is threatened. So it's not like France would have any problem getting there. Okay, no, Austria is a big problem, but not so big that they wouldn't just give access anyway. You have access through Mantua and Milan. Yeah, France could invest in that battle, in that war if they wanted to, but I'm just not convinced they really want to. Lithuania as well. Access through the relevant parties. Oh, holy smokes, I want Constantinople. Look how well they've built it up. And they've improved it thrice. Okay, well, enough oogling other people's provinces. Let's do what we came here to do. Jake, will you take anything from the Mamluks? Oh yes. Everything that is within the Alexander and I think... was it Dundar? No, it was Rashid. Ugh. A friend of mine used to phone me up every now and then and go, "Hello, this is Rashid from BT Service." This is all very racist and quite funny. Somebody said, "Yo, Theodoro expanded." Holy crivens. I mean, your allies suck, but good job. He gets it done in one shot, I hear. Sure, cannons may blow, but that's mostly due to them not being very cost effective. Right, we'll Holy War. The Mamluks will be trapped to a degree up north, and we will slaughter these folks down here. I just pretty much want to do a straight march on you, because there is no hurry to get your capital fort demolished. So we'll just send out the 1000s here. Another thing that isn't much of a concern is the province of Zanzibar. You have 3 heavies. I never had a hope in hell of fighting that in any case. However, I am a firm believer in the suicide, in this case, bark. Get over there. Hopefully no one catches you. Time to die. Okay, so that didn't work out. No, my puns are seldom intended. Okay, as expected, Jerusalem. Oh! It is called Jerusalem, for me. Maybe I could tastefully rename it Jerusalem. Okay, now we need to blow our way through this fortification ASAP. Really, I only have 7 cannons? Okay. It's a shame that'll only give me +3, I think. Again, you need 1. Oh, no! No, that is great. What's also great is that we have our bonus to fort defense here. 32%. I love trading in coffee. Right, it all comes under our control. You guys just hang around and keep looting. That'll be good for us. They got a breach on Halib instantly. They're rocking some artillery, so of course. Well, that's okay. They can kind of spread out, maybe feel like the big guy down there for a while, but only for a while. As long as you don't rename your nation to Jewland like Arumba. That is a little, what's the word? Stupid. No, immature. Alright, come on, I'm not enjoying this whole me not progressing here whilst they slaughter Halib. That's unfortunate, they're going to stomp all over my northern lands. Oh dear, they really did as well. And now that's a fort that I'm going to have to de-siege. Ah well. This is a fate we invited upon ourselves. Conquer Jazan. Ah, it'll happen someday. Also, goodbye manpower. Didn't think you'd go away so quickly. Right, so we got a province out of Ethiopia. The question is, do we turn around and slap the Mamluks into their place? Whilst we know that Kilwa is going to have to deal with this, or do we not? I think I have the answer right here. Kilwa still have a decent standing army, I wonder. Right, I have something that resembles a plan here. But I would really be happier if we held their capital as well. Don't really care what Yemen thinks of us. So, cannons, almost all of you, head over to their capital, get that de-sieged in a jiffy. We will also get our one siege man on the case there. And we will go up and teach the Mamluks a lesson. A lesson in how to burn your manpower. Okay, so the idea here is that I want to crush... Oh, right, I can really crush. Let's get everyone together for this. Crush their army so they have to spend some time remaking it. That'll give me time to go up and deal with the Mamluks. May as well stick our 5 fireman on the case. Is 5 fire worth it when I can negate the crossing penalty? Yeah, we'll just kill them. They have no idea how to deal with our fire. Okay, sadly that did not kill them all. We'll just have to deal with that. Let's get everyone back up north. we will stagger them so we take less attrition. I say less rather than none because, yeah, I had manpower once upon a time. Okay, probably better to condense my units before manpower becomes a critical problem. Say hello to the new front line. Jake, would you ever consider a multiplayer one-on-one against a Roomba? No, I don't have anything to win in that situation. Either it's a case of, oh, Jake won, what a surprise, or, holy cripes, Jake lost, what a scrub. So, shouldn't really get into fights where there's nothing to win. Okay, so the Mamluks are coordinating a strike on my mountainous... Oh no, it's just highlands in my capital. Well, guess that means you die. Jake, admin points. You're right, I do have some admin points. Trade steering and caravan power. What an awful idea. Trade steering. Never ever. Okay. Let's mount up our forces and murder these fellows. Sorry, chum, but it's time to die. And as expected, they're going to spend quite a bit of time burning their way through that... well, hopefully spend quite a bit of time burning themselves in that province. Meanwhile, I assemble the finest warriors that I can. Not much in the way of force, not force, what's the word I'm looking for? Supply limit around here. Okay, I'll be capped on those admin points real soon, may as well tech up. And let's kick these losers out of my country. Take a very temporary hit on our, attrition. There we go, and they actually flank us on this, which is not good for us. Oh well, people are going to die anyway, so we'll throw on extra. He'll arrive on the 2nd of January, so that's okay. We will cross a river into highlands, and I don't think my extra fire is worth it. But you know what? It's a chance to kill our heir as well, so that I like. Okay, we also need to spread out here. And furthermore, get our fort back. Pshaw. Oh. Nice touch, we can blockade this one for a bit of extra progress. Alternatively, I can pay attention to the correct province here. Now all that looting is driving down the supply limit, which hurts us a little bit. Jake, in a test game with a free city, my province got about 160 development, and with increase in coring cost, could a Western power even core such a province? Yeah, coring costs are capped at 999. Honestly though, you could have checked that yourself. Alright, what am I even thinking here? Crush the Mamluks. Yeah, that sounds like an idea I can get behind. Lack of manpower is concerning, but we can deal with it. Another tricky thing is that you have how many forts here? Okay, only 2. One is a capital fort that includes a fort, so I need 9,000 to besiege you, and a further 6,000 to besiege you. Well, once we punch our way through this fortification, there'll be little stopping us. Suddenly everyone wants access through me. Why? Because they're at war with our good friends, the Mamluks. Sure, buddies. Have at. What? What? Okay, Killua managed to pierce through what we took. Oh, he's taken a bit more, actually. Did he raise some units here? Ah. Zanzibar does have a fort. Didn't I assert earlier that it had no such fort? Oh well. Interesting strategy, Mamluks. However, those are only mercenaries you're killing. And you know my stance on mercenaries. They live to die for me. Oh, trust me, game, I would love to conquer that land. But the Ottomans do not know the meaning of the word exhaust. Okay, it'd be really nice if they wanted to go up and deal with the Ottomans there, but they do not. This is going slow. Jake, lazy diplomats, I know. They shall be dealt with in due time. What's concerning is a lazy power projection, but well, a quick insult to the Ottomans might help. Then again, they might... nah, it's better to insult Austria. They're less likely to do anything about it. Ah, the Mamluks are still my rival. If I take land off of them, or even better, humiliate them, that would be rather good. Why? Why do they want to fight me? There are better forces for you to go and attack, I assure you. Poor Golden Horde stuck in bankruptcy forever. Okay. This is doing rather a large number on my my bank account here. Who is it? Yemen, Karakonlu, Shamar, and the other one. Unfortunately, it's mostly Hejaz that they're having to deal with, so it's probably going to be a case of me versus that Mamluk stack. But let's not do anything other than relish the challenge. Oh well, like I said, they are just mercenaries. Let's just dive right in and kill them. Jake, are the Otto Scum lucky? The Otto Scum are almost always lucky. Oh, this is lovely. Except I have no maneuver, so they will negate the straight crossing penalty. And they flank us. That's unpleasant, but... kaboom. What blockade? Oh, blockade on the Suez, but it was my blockade. That's a little daft, but little I can do about that. Get out of here. May as well hunt them down like the dogs they are. Killua, they'll have their capital back soon, and then they will be a pain in my rear end. Oh, not these guys. That's like a free 11,000 men for you. And they're going to march south into these provinces that I've just retaken. That is also a pain. Okay, perhaps not. What do they even want? Okay, he got his capital back. He's going to be a real pain real soon. Start on the capital, will you? Murder the Mamluks, murder them a little better. To kind of try and tiptoe around the other folks as best we can. I really do wonder if they're going to go to Suez. No, not at all. I'm going to meet up in the Man. Okay, sure, you want to run here? Ah, it kinda makes sense for you to want to run into Allied territory, I guess. This is getting painful for me. Jake, new mill tech. Yeah, I guess we're on that by now. It's a little ahead of time though, so I'd rather not. The cavalry fire and infantry shock are amazing, but no, let's keep it as is. Now, where exactly are you running to? Wherever it is, it frustrates me greatly. Ah, okay, now they are coming to Suez. Goodbye, manpower. Ah. Nice try, but you lose. How far can you go? Jake, why do you almost always fight lesser partner of war? Why not directly the target? I already fought Kilwa, but I fought them in a way that would delay them, and to that end it worked. The idea was to delay Kilwa so I could focus 100% on the Mamluks. However, revolt plus Mamluks slipping away like a dog are making this more costly than it needed to be. See, I won't really have any war score against Mamluks unless I cap their forts, and their forts are proving a little tricky. But, like I said, that's okay. They'll all die in the end. I'm losing my claims on Makuria, but Ottomans still want to help them out. Probably wants to go up to the mountains again, don't you? Oh, this is going to be problematic. If I go into this fort, it's not going to let me past, is it? Ah. What a disappointing byproduct. Oh well, can't win them all. Still, now Kilwa are going to do what I was trying to prevent them to do in the prevent them from doing in the first place, and that's going to be painful for me. Speaking of painful. Alright, this war is starting to turn into a bit of a disaster. Guess I'll be getting that tech now then. Yeah, Kilwa were able to reassemble their army, and the fact that I wasn't able to put Mamluks in their place thanks to them jumping about. Yeah, chasing them down through there was not the brightest of moves. Let's try and cap their capital then. Jake, don't take Ajun and you'll be able to attack the Stain to the left of you. Sometimes I think you and I are speaking different languages.